Good morning, guys. Welcome to Hannah's Backyard. So this is week number 4 of the garden of 2023. This week we finally got rain. We actually got an inch on Tuesday. Total since the last video, we have gotten 2¼ inches. So things are really starting to bounce back, but we've also had cool weather. So yesterday was like 75, and today, I don't know, I think it's supposed to be close to the same. So I'm expecting things to really start jumping up. But I'm going to shoot you guys through and kind of give you a little update on things. And yeah, let you to see the progress. So here on the left, you can see the garlic. I do have a thistle problem, which I need to come through and pick all the thistles. You can kind of see them there in the front. But I need a good pair of leather gloves for that because they are prickly. But the tops have browned again. So, I actually have garlic scapes. So I have to bring you in and show you that. So I'm gonna have to take care of those too. But the tops are brown, so I'm thinking, I need to feed my garlic throughout the season. I don't do anything. I put a whole bunch of manure and stuff in the fall and then I plant it, but I need to learn how to feed throughout. And let me bring you in a little bit closer. As you'll see the thistles like I talked about, and they are actually, oh look, there's some little mushrooms. They are throughout, so I'm definitely gonna have to, there's lots of weeding, and I've messed up again because I did not mulch like I wanted to from the very beginning. But yeah, you can see I got my little garlic scapes, which means probably a month from now I will be harvesting. So I'm gonna have to come through and pick all the scapes off. Probably today, sooner than later, I'm guessing. I don't think there's a point that you need to wait. I'm still learning about garlic. This is my 3rd year growing it. The first year was kind of a fluke and dumb luck, I guess you would say. But yeah, it's looking really nice. And on some of the plants, you can see in there, the very bottom leaf is dying. So I got a couple more to go. So I'm thinking, I just stepped on my gladiola. Oh well. Okay. And then over here I have my onions. I do need to weed them. I did not get around to that yet this week. As you can see, everything else though is weeded really well. And my dogs are running through my stuff. But anyway, I wanted to show my echinacea. I guess maybe I shouldn't be so proud of this, but I am super proud because I did start from seed. Yes, last year it did nothing, and now you can see it is going to bloom this year, and I'm super excited about it. And lemon balm is looking really good. I can probably cut some and start drying it. And this here, I finally figured it out. I went back on my Gurney orders. Here, let me back up so you can see the whole plant. Red pestilment, I think is how you say it. And it's gonna get little bell-shaped flowers on it that the hummingbirds like. I don't know if you can focus on them. But anyway, and then there's the columbine still. It's kind of a weird little flower. Wow, let's see there. But I did pick a strawberry and it was unbelievably good. It probably could have went for another day, which would have been perfect for my video, but oh well. So moving on. Yeah, let's move on. So, sorry, it's not easiest walking through. Now my carrots, they're finally starting to grow. I think everything just needed rain. So they're getting to be a little bit bigger. But yeah, I think I have them thinned really well for the most part. And so I think I'm gonna actually get a pretty decent harvest. I do have to do a little bit of weeding here. And the Swiss chard is huge. See, something is still eating. It's got to be a rabbit. I still haven't seen it, but... And then there's the spinach. It's kind of a mess. Oh, my basil. My cilantro is wanting to bolt already. And this is even the slow bolt cilantro, so I'm not really that happy about that. You can see, and I think it's all the hot weather that we have had. I get frustrated with cilantro because it just doesn't last long. Okay, so then we have the sunflowers down there. They're really growing nice. And my little lettuce here is there, and then there's, I don't know if you can even see it. It's over here underneath. Excuse me. So I'm having, yeah, you can see that plant is getting eaten up of the dazzling blue kale. And then this one, that one looks really nice. So you can see my lettuce looks like they need to be cut. The butter crunch, it's looking a little bit rough. So I might just pull them and give them to the chickens. So let's see here. But the kale's looking really good. I'm actually gonna pick some this morning for the chickens. That's why I did plant so much. Basils are looking really good. Cinnamon, and this is a blue spice. It's really pretty. And it smells so strong. Oh, I did replace the purple Petra with a lemon basil I picked up from a greenhouse. The one that got frostbite really bad, like it was gone, it was dead. Parsley, that's doing really well. So, I'm still fighting that summer cold. Oops. Okay, let's talk about here. So my peppers, you know, they're a little stunted because we're still getting down to the 50s at night. You know, we're getting warm days, but it's still getting cool at night. So they're gonna take a little bit longer, I think, than I would like. And then my tomatoes, you can see that I'll come up closer, but I finally pruned them. I was gonna wait to show you guys how I pruned them in a video, but it got to the point where it was raining. I didn't have time. I came out here in the evening and I didn't have time to set up the camera. That I just had to get it done. So they look so much better. So now they're really gonna put some energy into growing up instead of feeding all the leaves that were on there. Like they were bushes. So they're looking good. And then my corn is really, really growing. One second, I'm watching my dog. Okay, she's coming back. So this is the best year I've had on corn this year, or in a long time. So I was convinced that the Gotta Have It sweet corn from Gurney's was the best, so I kept going back to it. Well, this year, for one, I kind of cheaped out. For two, they sold out on packs that were like the size that I wanted. So I actually went to a different source, and I went to Jung's in Wisconsin here, and I picked up, I want to say it's called Temptress, and it's a bicolor, yeah, and it's awesome. I'm really, really liking it. So I guess we'll see. I like how it's growing, I should say. I don't know how I like the taste yet, but I guess I'll see how that goes. Okay, so let's bring you in a little bit closer to my tomatoes. I'm trying to work with a tripod at the same time, so it's a little more stable. But it looks a little naked right now, I will say. But you can see every little node, I guess you would call it, was leaves and some suckers. And so, yeah, you can tell that I popped all the suckers off and cut a lot of leaves off. So The panels are 15 inches this year. Last year I did 18. But once they get all the way up, anything below this cattle panel gets cut off. So I'm not too picky, but yeah, the plants are looking really nice. They're just starting to reach the trellis. This is the one that I broke. Yeah, it's not looking the best. I don't want to have to replace it, but I might have to. And then that one there, I did not take that sucker right there off. And if I had my snips out here, I would do it right now. So I am going to fix that. But yeah, these plants, they're looking really nice. A little leaf curl, a little bit of leaf curl. Everything was so dry. Now we got the rain, so this ox heart, it sure is slow. This is that double one, it's kind of weird. There's my pile of weeds. So I'm actually really proud of myself. As you can see, everything is weeded really well. On this side here, I planted the onions, and you can see where the dill is. I finally took out the sunflowers, literally just pulled them out of the ground and popped them in somewhere else. I don't think they're gonna, we'll see what they do, but I needed to get them cleared out of here. Over on this side is all the hot peppers. That little guy's still making a comeback. These seem to be doing a little bit better than my sweet peppers. So they're looking nice. Like I said, just really, really slow. Yeah, let's come over to this side. So we're getting a lot of growth. So this is a celery. I did lose the little gap right there. And even the one I just planted from there, it died. It didn't transplant well. So these were these are struggling this year because from what I understand, they like it really wet and it's been so dry. Finally, it's now getting some moisture. But my dogs keep taking out my plants. So these are starting to grow, finally starting to get them into the trellis. There's my zucchini, sunflowers. These are the cucumbers. On both sides, they're finally doing a little bit of something. Another zucchini, pumpkins. These pumpkins are looking really nice. Let's see if I can get around here. My sunflowers over here finally are getting left alone enough to grow. Kind of. More melons. The wildflower mix is over here, and this section was supposed to be straw flowers. Nothing's coming up. So I need to just get rid of that and put something else there. The Kajari melons. These are the only two that I have. Not the happiest about the germination rate, considering I had 16 seeds from here to over there, and only 2 came up on each side. I'm guessing it's the dryness. Zinnias here. I should thin them, but I'm not going to. I never do. And here I only have, oh no, I have 2. There's 1 and 2. Teddy bear sunflowers. And that's one I transplanted. I just literally popped it in the ground. It's doing okay. So, the cabbage. I'm getting some pretty nice little cabbage heads here. Look at that one. It's a beauty. But I am having quite a bit of bug damage. So, everything's a little bit wind blown. We've had some wind and storming. There's the broccoli. These little cabbages. My dogs took out half that plant running through here. Aren't these just the prettiest? Red Express. Oh, see, that's how my plants get taken out. They chase each other. Oh, girls. Okay, so yeah, Brussels sprouts, the purple cauliflower, and then back to the dill. Oh, I am going to show you something else. Come along. Okay, so this is my back bed, and it's awful this year. I really haven't done anything. You can see there's that row of sunflowers that I pulled out and popped up. They will make a comeback. They just look awful right now. So you can see I have these three little mounds here. I did end up throwing some potatoes in there, but check out all the potatoes. Apparently I did a terrible job picking last year. There's one, there's one, there's one. So these are all potatoes that came up on their own. All of that is thistles. So I'm going to tarp this. I'm tarping it. And I'm going to try to kill that off. So this garden is going to get a rest this year. But yeah, so I do have random potatoes. I'm going to leave them come up. I'm going to let them do their thing. This side of the garden isn't too bad, so this whole side over here is going to get tarped. Man, look at that comfrey plant. Look how pretty that is. It's huge. I need to start cutting it and using it, you know. But anyway, yeah, so I am going to put some calla lilies here yet. I will get them out. It's just a matter of time. I'm running out of time this year, and yeah, and I will have some potatoes in the ground. So they're going to be really late, but that might be a good thing. Okay, so I have to take this over to my chickens, but I will see you guys on week number 5, and hopefully we'll keep making good progress. So you guys have a good one, and we'll see you later.